Do you love waking up early in the morning, struggling to figure out what to do with your hair? We've all had our share of bad hair days. Are you ready for a change? Lock it and love it with Lock and Love Salon, conveniently located at 8117 Liberty Road, Windsor Mills, Maryland. Start your lock journey today. Lock and Love's professional services and artistic designs will keep you blazing in the hottest trends while maintaining and protecting your hair. Honey, Lock and Love is an experience. Once you try Lock and Love Salon, you won't try anyone else. Lock and Love offers starter and maintenance locks, fox locks, detox, shampooing and conditioning, lock treatment, lock extension, coloring, and much more. Sorry, but Lock and Love doesn't accept walk-ins. What are you waiting for? Call 410-970-3791 to set up your appointment today. Lock and Love is on Facebook, so remember to like, follow, and share. Trivia's Inspirational Radio would like to inform you that the views...
Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a phenomenal Tuesday. It's not like it's trying to be mood lights, but that's kind of like what it's given at the moment. Let me try to get some little position in here. So your girl is excited to be on here today. Guess what? It's just going to be us vibing out. I really kind of want to, again, thank you guys for tuning in to my show on T.R.I.V.I's Inspirational Radio Network. It is entitled She Said Yes to Herself Unapologetically with your girl, Chanelle Coleman-Wesley. All right, y'all. So let's see what we're talking about on today. Today is the day after Juneteenth, June 20th. And so if you're like me, yesterday you were in high fashion celebrating the day that we were celebrating emancipation from slavery, such a momentous occasion. I saw a lot of unity amongst us. Sometimes you have people who get together who don't quite know how to act. Milwaukee. I want y'all to come on up there and stop doing all the stuff that we're doing. But I want to say overall, it was an amazing day, an amazing event. I saw so many Black vendors and businesses and people in the community. I had an opportunity to connect with the governor. I actually spoke to him, said hi on my live with him. Also, our Senator, Tammy Baldwin. So our Governor, Tony Evers, I met him yesterday. I had an opportunity to meet Tammy Baldwin and take a picture with her. I had also the opportunity to see, again, for the second time, our mayor, Mayor Cavalier. So it was really amazing with that. And then also I got to meet some TV personalities and just connect with some phenomenal people. So again, if you didn't get a chance to celebrate on yesterday, you missed it. But guess what? I'm Black 365. So I'm going to take it. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. And so some things that I kind of wanted to get off on my chest on today. Since there is no special guest. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe we got a special guest after all. Let me just, no. Okay, so she went away. Maybe she'll come back. I don't know, but we going to see. Let's see. Yes. And so one of the things that I did want to say is if you are in your entrepreneurial journey, let me just say that, sis, bro, it is not for the weak. Sometimes you encounter things in your business that you don't expand, where you're trying to grow your reach or you're trying to grow your brand and you're thinking, it's all the things that I'm doing worth it. Should I keep going? Should I give up? Did I, miss my call? This is not really my calling. Is this for me? Is this not for me? I want to say to you today, yes, it's for you. Keep doing it. Keep moving. Each of those things that you're doing is just going to push and give you momentum. You might not be able to recognize the momentum today. Maybe you might not be able to recognize that momentum tomorrow or next week or next month. But if you're consistent and you continue to show up, then all those small efforts are going to turn into something very phenomenal. Just speaking of that, I had one of those moments yesterday. I was down on MLK Drive for our annual Juneteenth celebration, and I was in the courtyard. So we're kind of like on the outskirts of the Juneteenth party, and everything that was happening further down the way. And for the moment, I kind of got a little bit discouraged. I was thinking like, okay, I'm not making any book sales. I'm feeling like, maybe I should not have tried this event. Maybe this was the wrong venue. And at first I was feeling really down, and I was thinking like, I don't know if this was a good idea. And for a second, I must be honest and have a transparency moment. For a second, I felt like tucking my tail and running, but you have to have a good community or good people around you. So I called my girl Trivia, and I'm like, girl, this is not going the way I really wanted it to go. So like, what should I do right now? And I feel like just going home. And she's like, girl, just be you. You always talking to people. I'm like, okay, she right. I do talk to people. I try to, be friendly and make connections and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. So what I did was I took my cards, and let me just tell you this, I hit the payment. I didn't just hand my cards to people. I actually made introductions, talking about what I offer and what I provide. I was able to explain my desire to be able to also provide service to my people in my community and things of that nature, things that are really impacting me. Hey, Jackie. And oh, girl, I'm talking about, sometimes when you be feeling like, how your entrepreneurial muscle ain't muscling the way you supposed to be thinking it's supposed to muscle. Like if I put in 50, why aren't I getting 50 back? Or if I'm going all in, I'm putting in 100, then why I ain't getting 100 back? Or why do I feel like I'm not getting anything back at all? And I was having one of these moments yesterday, and I called Trivia. And I'm like, girl, what do I do? And she's like, just be you, go out and make connections. And I did that. I passed out so many cards yesterday. I made so many contacts. Did I sell any physical books? No. But what I did more than selling books was made some phenomenal connections. I spoke with some people. You're right, Jackie. She says that it's God's time and it's his will. Yep. He has that right timing to bring everything to pass. And that's you ain't saying nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. That's for real. But I found some amazing connections, some wonderful people that I'm going to actually follow back up with. I pass out my cards, I collected cards. I have a couple of people that I'm really excited about making those connections, and I was supposed to do that today. Your girl didn't do it today, so guess what she gonna do? She gonna do that tomorrow. When I get up, God's will, and I say the same, and I'm in the land of the living on tomorrow, I am going to reach out to those connections and see where things can go, because like I said before, I'm very passionate about being able to show up and to serve in my community. And so if I'm able to do something that's going to provide an impact, then that's going to be amazing. And everything is not always about a sale. So I was feeling that, and I did that. And so I'm just saying, I don't know how you guys spent your Juneteenth on yesterday, but that's how I spent mine. Um, Girl, come on now, Jackie. I'm loving that. I wish I could react to your comment right there, because Jackie's comment is this: those connections can take you from sidewalk to penthouse with George Jefferson me, all right? Go ahead and hit me with the George Jefferson. I'm ready to go up to the penthouse. But that sweat equity that you have to develop before you get to the top really helps to build character, helps to get you to give some stamina. Because if you're running a race, you're definitely going to need some endurance. So those are some of the things that I am learning through my entrepreneurial journey. But sometimes I get those moments where I feel weak, like, Lord, just fix it now, Jesus. Boom. What happened to instant? What about in the times in the Bible would it be like immediately this happened? Like it just immediately me a few times, Lord. Like, do I gotta really wait this long? Do I gotta do all the steps? And Jesus be like, Chanelle, girl, yes. All the steps is necessary. So come along, come on along and let's do this. So I don't know how you guys feel in your entrepreneurial journey, or if you're just doing something outside of your comfort zone, how that kind of shakes you up and makes you kind of dig deep and really show you who you are. You learn things about yourself, and you learn things about people who are surrounded to you and connected with you in your journey. Speaking of which, I also wanted to make sure I shouted out T.R.I.V.I.A Inspirational Radio Network and her amazing event that she's having with Grace Beyond the Walls. This is a phenomenal day camp that's going to provide service to the residents of Baltimore, Maryland. This is a way for people to give back and to support an amazing organization with the phenomenal purpose of pouring into children who are impacted by incarceration. So if you have financial donations, you can reach out to her. If you have in-kind things that you can also donate to Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network through Grace Beyond the Walls, then please make sure that you connect with Trivia on that, because again, they're going to be impacting the youth, and the youth really are our future, and our youth need some love. One thing I do want to say about our Juneteenth celebration yesterday, it was phenomenal. It started out great. The parade was amazing, and just being amongst positive Black women and Black men, and it was our less melanin brothers and sisters. They was down there too supporting, and I appreciated that as well. But then we had a young crowd that came in that just really needs some mentoring, needs some serious guidance. Unfortunately, there was the incident that occurred, and there was some violence that broke out. A couple of youth ended up getting shot, and so it was terrible on the end. It happened after the parade was over, but it was really like a serious, self-checking about where you are in your life, because one minute it seems like everything is going the way it's supposed to, and then life happens, and you're being dealt a series of cards that you didn't anticipate. And so I just want to say, in this journey, love on those that God entrusted in your circle, because they're here today and then they're gone today. They're not gone tomorrow. They're gone today. So love on them while you have them. I'm telling you that. I wanted to say that part. But yeah, but all in all, from what I'm hearing, no one actually physically died, but just injured. So thank God that lives were spared and nobody lost their life with the senseless violence. And y'all, come on, y'all. We got to be smart. Put the guns down. Stop all the fighting and arguing and just tearing each other down. Let's try to work on being more positive and doing things that are going to support and uplift others. And so, like I said again, with that, I don't know if my girl Trivia, it looked like she might say something. I don't know, but we gonna see. And so I'm telling you all things that are let's see, all things that are she said yes to herself, unapologetically related. Girl, yes, Jackie. I'm saying, I don't know if y'all can see these comments. I know Trivia's sitting up there, her holding them in, but she got them for me. I appreciate you, Trivia. But yes, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And so she said yes to her self journey. Again, like I said, I'm learning some things about myself, learning some things about others. And one thing is about just taking those uncalculated risks. Sometimes I take calculated risks, and sometimes I have to be willing just to go ahead and put myself out there and just jump outside the box, even when I feel like the box isn't. It's like the box is safe and the outside world is the unknown. Sometimes you just have to be willing to venture out into the unknown. So again, I'm thankful for that. Let me just say this. I am surrounded by some phenomenal co-authors in this amazing new project entitled She Said Yes to Herself, the Anthology. That's a whole mouthful, but I'm telling you right now, that thing is on turns. Why? Because I have some amazing powerhouses who are standing with me. I got my girl Jacqueline Cox. I got my girl Dr. Trivia Payne, Laquita Parks, Dr. Audrey Ann Moses, Dr. Velma Bagby, Carolyn Coleman, Pastor Angela Walker, Angela Waif, Elder Ivy Caldwell. I got this America Supermom, Lachelle Atkins. We have our youngest entrepreneurial woman who's just joined us as recent as last week, and she's actually the producer and the manager, the marketing manager for Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network, and that is none other than Miss Raven. The Parade herself has joined the anthology. Welcome aboard, Raven. We definitely appreciate that. Of course, we had to have the biz coach, Miss Anita Newsom, who is celebrating a birthday this week. So, hey, Anita, I hope it's amazing. She was out someplace fun in the sun. So I hope you're having a phenomenal time out there in the sun, Anita. And we have also, I said Laquita. That's the thing when you call names, you got to make sure you say everybody. Yep, Ivy Caldwell, Carolyn Coleman, Angela Walker, Angela Waif, Jacqueline Cox, Dr. Trivia Payne, Dr. um, Dr. Velma Bagby, Dr. Audrey Ann Moses, Dr. Trivia Payne. I think I got everybody. Anita Newsom. Mm-hmm. Yep, Lachelle Atkins, and of course yours truly, Chanelle Coleman-Wesley. So again, like I said, if you're looking for this book is going to have a little bit of everything for everyone. You're like, everything for everyone? Yes. If you're thinking, okay, like what about in my relationships? Am I saying yes to myself? How I'm looking for this expected or intended mate, or is this mate measuring the way he's supposed to measure? You better get this book. Why? Because we have the relationship expert, Dr. Velma Bagby. If you're thinking about like me and you're wondering like what's going on with your business, and you're thinking, how can my business level up? Is my business growth good, or do I need some good tips and tricks and strategies? Then yes, then you want to connect with my girl, the biz coach, Anita Newsom. If you are dealing with some tragedy or something that has gone on in life, and sometimes we don't like to talk about things. One of my favorite songs off one of the Disney playlists was off of the soundtrack for what was the name of this movie? Hey boo, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Girl, so you on here talking with me today. Is that what you finna say?
I guess.
I'm gonna take all the energy. What? So when you think about people who you don't really like to talk about, it's not. We don't talk about Bruno. So when people don't like to talk about it, they gotta talk to Ivy Caldwell, because she's gonna help expose some things. Jacqueline Cox, she gonna let you know how her ears aren't your trash can, and what the things that are for you are for you or not for you. And Dr. Trivia Payne, like I said, it's so many heavy hitters, so many heavy hitters. But since I got Raven, and I mean, and she's on the show, let's just cut to that and just come right on over to our one of our newest additions to this anthology. What is going on? Congratulations again for your amazing opportunity. You then walked across that stage, got that diploma. That diploma. What was that moment like for you when they called your name and you walked across the stage? What was that like?
Um, I guess it was good. It felt good to have my family in the audience. Um, I don't know, like you're finally done and you have people actually cheering you on. Yeah, it was good. I guess.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She's modest. I could tell. She's like, it was good. All right, all right. Because I'm telling you, it's about clapping and screaming and jumping out. I wasn't there, but I was watching it. But your mom filmed on and put it on Facebook. We was clapping. We was clapping. So I want to say again, congratulations to you. And so, what is? I know you're going to be participating or in some capacity with the upcoming summer camp that Grace Beyond the Walls is going to be giving back to the community in that capacity. And so, what has that been like as you watch the growth of this phenomenal enrichment camp for children? How's that impacted you, just seeing the development of the business and the development that it's had and just the growth that it's had on the children who are participating?
It's amazing because for us, I'm pretty sure my mom has said on multiple occasions. For our program is not just like the kids are there and then they leave. Our kids start off small and then have a opportunity to actually work for us through youth work and then continue on to even get an actual job. So it's like our camp isn't just like, okay, come to summer camp and that's it. So it gives our campers and our workers just the opportunity to grow in different areas of their lives, to figure out what exactly they want to do. Because with us, we have so many different opportunities from the radio station to the summer camp, to different nonprofits to having volunteer opportunities. So all of these different capacities, all of these different things, it just allows our kids, our children, to grow in their own mind and to figure out what exactly they want to do, and to let them know that they don't always have to work for somebody else, but that they can start their own business.
I love it. I love it. So y'all are definitely about that entrepreneurial muscle and helping that kind of sow that into children. So I think that's going to just amazing and so impactful on so many different levels. Sometimes we like to think about things on our time and in the way we want things to go, but truly it's about God's will and it's about His timing, right? Definitely. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, what's your biggest take going into this project with your mom for the summer to be able to provide these amazing services for children? Are there any expectations that you have going in?
Um, I don't know if I would have like that expectation. Well, okay, I guess what I'll say is just I want our all of our newcomers to enjoy it as much as our returning campers. Um, and I'm just like excited to see like the growth from when they first start off to at the end when they actually start to get comfortable with us.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I say that's very intimidating. Y'all working with a multi-range group of children, so it's definitely not for the weak. I'm intimidated, and I only do VBS for 1 week, and I'm already thinking like, Lord, I gotta need to do a couple of things to get myself mentally and physically and emotionally ready, spiritually ready to deal with the children and dealing with the adults because it's a different thing. You make people pick up. Is there anything that you guys do to kind of like pull together as a team, those of you who are serving, to really kind of get you guys devoted to just what the plan of action is, or is like something that you guys pray every day, or you guys read some kind of empowering word, or is there anything that you guys are doing that really kind of helps you guys tap back in and dig deeper, knowing that you guys are going to be doing this for looks like 6 weeks or more?
Um, for us, the big thing is having meetings. Um, because it's not only meetings of hey, what's gonna happen, but it's also meetings of hey, if this was to occur, if this was to happen, then what is going to be our next plan of action? So it's like having backup while we're doing the meetings, not just okay, we're just gonna expect this to happen, but okay, what if this doesn't go exactly to plan? What's gonna be our next step? Just like the meetings in preparation for what could happen and what might happen.
First of all, I mean, I think that's just, I mean, just having the foresight and just trying to go and plan ahead of things and just trying to deal with life as it unfolds. But let me read Jackie's comments because she said, first of all, jump out that box into your destiny. She also said, you're not built to be pinned down. You take up too much space. I'm here for that type of energy. I'm here for all of that. The next thing she said was, she said, I love you. And she said, Lord, I'm shaking with just the two I have. Sins. I got what? One, two, three. Three at home, and then my grandson coming on over here. Girl, it's not for the week. And I only had the kids for a week. They going to be dealing with kids for the entire summer. All I can say is, Lord bless them. Lord bless them.
Amen. We receive all the blessings.
Girl, how y'all doing it? What are y'all got a special kind of food regimen? Y'all tapping into something extra? What are y'all doing? Jacqueline said it's not for the week at all. Jackie, you ain't lying, girl. Because if I had to do kids for the whole summer, Jesus be offense. Each day, y'all could be looking forward to some different type of post on Facebook, like just take me out, Jesus, and just be offense, Jesus, or work it out. Just something that would be happening, going down on a daily basis. Probably sometimes might be like 4 or 5 times a day. The first week, yeah, I could do that because it's a week. But then when it's week 2, when it's week 3, then when them attitudes start to flare, nah, it's time. It's time. It's time for Miss Chanelle to take a time out. I gotta take a time out in some situations. So, what are some things that you guys do to de-stress while you guys are having such a hectic schedule, that 9 to stop running, 8 to 5 morning, Monday through Friday? How are you guys keeping up with that? And how do you guys do things to kind of like, I guess, delve into self-care to keep you guys' mindset going strong throughout this entire summer?
Yeah. Jesus, I don't
Okay.
know. Just Jesus.
You ain't got no answer. So you just built for it. You just made for this. Is what you telling me?
The mercy and grace of God. Yeah.
So you like, my mama is trivia paying, so this is what we do. That's just what I'm hearing on today.
I think it's more like just trusting God, just knowing like He's gonna get you through it. Because when I first started off, I could not stand those kids. The smallest thing would annoy me. The smallest thing will annoy me. Um, but I've grown from that. So now it's like I have more of a peace. So it's like the peace and whatever only comes from God. Um, so it's just letting Him take over your life. So yeah.
Jackie said, I still can't. And she said, yes, they got some special juice. Girl, they juice is juicing. You know, back in my former life, like in my 20s, I could do kids. I did administration for early education programs, and I was all in it. You hear me? Even in my early 30s. But baby, since the whole 46, my nerves ain't setting up the way they were supposed to. They didn't tap down. And so, you know, like I said, I'm gonna be good for that 1 week of VBS. It's gonna be strong energy. I'm gonna be ready to see the kids. High five, yells, and chants. We're gonna do all types of amazing activities. But when we get done on Sabbath morning, guess what, love? It's a wrap. It's hugs and kisses, and I'm out. Mwah! That's how it is. Can't do no 6 weeks. It is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. And Jackie says, give me a seat because I can't stand it at all. Period, Jackie. Like, you know, no, ma'am. I can't. I can't even do it. Like my kids just came inside the house right now. They been swimming. And they came. They ain't even been here for 5 minutes. I want to choke a kid out of two. It ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying that's how you feel sometimes. But But yeah, I had to say that. So, Raven, what are some things that we can look forward to when it comes to Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network? We know we're getting ready to start a new season soon. Is there any tidbits or any surprises that you like to give away about what's happening with the station? Or maybe your mom might want to chime in. I'm not sure. But you guys have some ideas of what you guys are getting ready to unfold for Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network.
Um.
We're going to have to tune in to
So
see.
you're gonna have to tune in and see, but we will have volunteer opportunities in the Baltimore area.
I
Like
love it. I love it. She said, tune in and find out. Wait and find out. I'm not even mad about it. I want to say to you all, maybe you guys are thinking like, this look like it's fun. Like, I would love to do this. I have some things, some philosophies. Maybe I got a book or I got a business or I have a brand. And I'm thinking like, well, I would love to get my message out there. Well, sis or bro, make sure that you go ahead and check out my girl Trivia at www.triviasinspirationalradio.com and make sure that you check her out on those triviasinspirationalradio.com so that you can go ahead and find out about her amazing packages. Let me just say this to you. Nothing in life outside of following Jesus is for free. Okay? Sometimes you have to be willing to invest in yourself. You know, nobody's going to walk up to you and say, your content is amazing. Come on here for free. If that happens, it is totally outside of the box. I wouldn't trust it. I would think there would have to be a gimmick to it, something that's coming down the pipeline. Like, watch out, sis. Watch out, bro. Somebody just give you something for free because life just doesn't happen that way. But if you want to find some amazing support with an amazing team, then you definitely want to look no further than what's going on at Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network. Let me tell you now, right now, sis right here is a whole thing, a whole problem. It takes a lot to be able to deal with all the energy that be coming on from me right here. And the way these ladies show up and show out, they're consistent, always professional, always making sure that things are running to the best standard possible, always stepping in to be able to guide and redirect and provide any support that you guys may need. So again, if you all are looking for an amazing space to call home because maybe you want to promote your book or your business or your brand, then make sure you look no further than Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network because this is an amazing space that I call home. So I hope that you guys make sure that you all check her out and that you guys do the same. And my girl Jackie Cox will be showing up for season 2. I'm gonna see you in season 2, Jackie, with Miss Liz and Linda. And Jackie was today promoting her show that she has going on. She said it's gonna be like the Strawberry Diary. She playing some music. She gonna be giving out information. If you think the girl is funny, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't but whenever time I talk to that girl, guarantee I'm finna laugh. I'm getting ready to laugh. She's finna get ready to spill some tea. If I'm on the phone talking with her, just let y'all know I'm about to get messy if I talk to her, because the girl always got the tea. And if I'm gonna tell you, if you don't know, you better find out. It take that girl 2.2 minutes to play Inspector Gadget. Don't tell her you got a problem with anybody. She gonna figure it out in less than 2 minutes and get back at you on it. So make sure you guys go and support her new station. Jackie, drop your information about your information that they can hear you spinning some tunes, spilling tea, giving advice. Don't try to clap at her because she definitely gonna clap back. I'm at the wait for Jackie to say what the information is, but you still, of course, are always gonna catch her on T.R.I.V.I's Inspirational Radio Network. But she's doing this show on Tuesdays. But I forget the information that's attached to it. So, is she jumping out or is this trivia? Hey, boo. No, she can just fake this. She just fake this out like that. Okay. But so when Jack, yes,
I'm really not here.
hey, no, she's like, I ain't even doing it. Okay, so again, make sure you check her out. And if you guys are looking for a phenomenal opportunity to partner, some people want to write a book and they're scared and they're thinking like, I want to do it, but I don't know if I really want to do it. Partnering with an anthology is an amazing way to go. Jackie says, I'm still here. Come on, boo. Drop your information so people can follow you across their network so that they can tune in for the tea that you're gonna be that you're gonna be spilling all over the raves. What is it, Jackie? We gotta give it a second to see what Jackie gonna put in here. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a phenomenal opportunity to do some collaboration with some powerhouses, then she said yes to herself. Nope, she said yes to herself. The anthology is the way to go. Anthologies are amazing because they allow you to be able to align with a similar platform. Let's say you might not have as many followers, maybe you don't have an extensive email list, and you're still growing and you're still learning and becoming, this brand that you want to be. And you're looking and you're thinking, well, okay, well, how can I do this? The anthologies are an amazing space to grow in, and they help you to be able to build brand alignments, network, and collaborations, because networks and collaborations spend just like money. Let me give you Jackie's information. So Sundays, you can catch her right here on T.R.I.V.I's Inspirational Radio Network. And on Tuesdays, you can check her out at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on the AMP app. So if you don't have that app, stop what you're doing. Go ahead and go at it. Check my girl out because she's going to be live on there on Tuesdays, 4:30 Central Standard Time on the AMP app. And you need to look for Listen Linda, the chat room. Now, y'all know that chat finna be chatting. If you know Jackie like how I know Jackie, then just know that chat is getting ready to be chatting. So make sure that you guys get on there and check her out. Show her some love, give her some support, guys. And we're all about expanding platforms and building networks and doing some amazing things. I'm telling you right now, again, I'm repeat my earlier sentiment. Uh, Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. Oh, my pleasure, boo. I'm here for networking. I'm here for tooting somebody's horn. I'm here for clapping for somebody else. I'm here for all of that energy. I just am. And so again, I want to thank you for your comments, Jackie. I appreciate it. Keep a sister going. I'm gonna say this again. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. If you're in business and you're feeling like, you know what, I don't know if I made the right decision, I'm gonna tell you, babe, you made the right decision. Keep going. You're gonna have days when you feel like this was absolutely the dumbest idea I've ever had in my life. Who would pick this? Then you can have days where you feel like, hey, sis did that. I'm so glad. Why didn't I do this sooner? You're going to have those days that are going to make you dig deep and just be able to pull something all out and leave it all out in the court. You're going to have those days. You're going to have your days when you win, and you're going to have those days when you feel like you are losing, but it's all a part of the process. So make sure that you guys stay the course and don't give up just because it gets hard. Keep going, keep pressing through, and you'll make it through on the other side. My girl Jackie says, I'm playing music on my show right now just so I can watch your show. Girl, I love you. Let me just say that. She said, I'm playing music on my show right now just so I can watch your show. Sis, I appreciate the love. I'm just going to tell you that. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. But I appreciate the love. Honey, when my ship comes in, just know, toot, toot, I got you. When my ship comes in, when my ship comes in, I'm all for it. So, Raven, what's your plans for the week? You started writing in your part for the anthology yet?
No, I'm gonna start tonight.
Okay, okay. She's gonna start tonight. I like it. I like it. I like it. What do you think you're gonna be writing on?
Um, like overcoming, overcoming.
Overcoming. That's just, you're talking about the same thing we were just talking about right now for entrepreneurship, and that's overcoming applies to so many things in life. That could be in your relationships, that could be on your mindset, it could be a physical barrier, so many different areas that you could apply that overcoming mindset to. So I don't know. Jackie said she finished hers. She sure did, boo. You sure did. I appreciate you. I'm gonna be giving you some feedback on that pretty soon and giving that then, making sure Quita go ahead and send it to Kim, so we can go through the magical pay-pro-V publishing dust and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure your mom said she was going to, Trivia said she was going to get hers finished this week too. So it's going to be some amazing reads. I can't wait. And she says, I applaud Raven. Let me put that up there. Such a wonderfully talented young woman. Isn't she, though? Isn't she? I'm feeling it. I am definitely feeling it. I'm telling you guys, it's one of them days. It's Tuesday, and it's Tuesday. And so I'm figuring I got my goals, my list, my things that I need to do to be able to finish the week strong. I don't know about y'all, but it takes all of that to be able to get through a day. And I'm telling you, it ain't for the weak. It really ain't for the weak. I'm telling you, it's been a long one. The kids been out of school, 2 weeks, and I'm already getting ready to pull some braids out. I don't know what to tell y'all. Love you too, Jackie. Love you too. Love you too. Well, girl, gotta roll. Go ahead, boo. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you tuning in. All love, all love. Definitely appreciate it. I hope your show is amazing, 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 amazing. So again, guys, we were talking about some amazing things on today. We were talking about entrepreneurship, and sometimes when you're developing that muscle, it can be a very challenging one to develop because you're going to have those good days and you're going to have those bad days. But most importantly, you're going to have to determine that type of muscle that's going to develop some endurance. And that's going to keep you staying on the course, just staying on the course. And so we also talked about some things with Grace Beyond the Walls, with Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network, the partnership that they have together as they are bridging the gap for families that are impacted by incarceration. So again, if you have, let's say maybe you're with an organization and you guys have some additional funds and you're thinking, okay, how can we do some things that are going to impact communities? Then I want you to definitely make sure that you check out Trivia at www.triviasinspirationalradio.com and connect with her to be able to see how you can personally impact the family, how you can support children and families in Baltimore area who are impacted again by incarceration. You can also make sure that you guys, if you're saying, look, I got a show idea and I want to start my own show, but I don't have a space or a network to call home, guess what? Hit up Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network and make sure that you call this amazing place home. Um, and I'm going to say that 1 second. Yeah, so I wanted to say that. So then let's see. And then I also want to tell you guys to make sure that you all are just loving yourself, giving yourself that additional support that you need, sow into your seed, to sow into your children, because again, so many children are just gotten on the wrong course. As families, as communities, we're talking about the violence that occurred here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin yesterday at the conclusion of our Juneteenth celebration. We really got to do better, like, as families, as communities. When I was coming up, a whole village was raising you. If you wasn't doing the right thing, guess what? Somebody was going to say something to you. And families didn't have a problem with somebody saying something to you. If they said something to you, guess what? Your butt was going to get told or talked about on your way home, get your coat pulled. And when you got home, your mama, your daddy wasn't mad that somebody said something to you. They was getting on you too. Like, what did you doing? You better quit playing around here. And so we really got to get back to that community involvement with our children, because again, our children really are our future. But where's our future going to go if we're not going to be physically, emotionally, spiritually, and just relationally invested into our youth? And so, again, that's another reason why I'm just so enamored and so inspired by this community project that's being given by Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network and Grace Beyond the Walls. So we have Miss Trivia, Miss Dr. Trivia Payne on the line. Dr. Trivia Payne. So I know this is your first week for your youth development enrichment program. How is that going? What is that like?
We didn't start yet. We start next week. So it's the first week of being busy though. Like I'm in the background and I'm watching my girls who have been trained up to run the program. Um,
I
so
love it. I love
that's
it. Keep going. I'm sorry. I just love when I see generational information, generational concepts, wealth, business ideas being passed on. Because sometimes when mama takes her hands off of it, as kids, we're trying to figure out, well, how did mama do this? And how did mama do that? And how did they make this make sense? But you're passing that information on to the kids. So I'm a loving it, loving it, loving it. Keep going, Trivia.
absolutely. But it's funny because a lot of times as parents, we try to involve our kids from birth on up, and they grow up and they're like, I don't want to do that. But to have, the kids go through the program and actually be able to give back, that's a blessing.
Girl, it really is, because only one of my kids, I think, at this point is really even halfway interested in anything that I do. And so let me say, my two oldest kids are very supportive of the things that I do, but are they interested in doing it? I don't think so. Only one that I think is actually interested in what I do is my baby girl. We walk around, we say we best selling authors. It's a we thing. The rest of my kids don't look like they care about what's going on with what I'm doing. They just look like my mama doing something weird. But one day I did see that they do pay attention to what I say, because they was talking about me in the house, talking about some she said yes to herself unapologetically. And they
Yeah.
was just going on and on, just mimicking me. And it was like, with Laquita Parks, girl, I almost died laughing. It was hilarious. Because sometimes, you just don't realize that your kids are soaking up everything that you are putting out there. So whether you're putting out something good or you're putting out something bad, your children are definitely watching, and they're paying attention, and they're absorbing all of it.
And
So
then
I'm
they
glad that your
grow
daughters
to
are picking up your good.
Yeah, and they grow to figure out that it's a cause, it's a blessing, it's worth it. Now, do they all want to work with me and do it? No, but they do have their own avenues where they are doing the work that they've been groomed to do. So I have one daughter who's at a stay away camp, and she's doing what she was groomed to do. Um, she don't want to do it with us, which is okay, but she's still giving back in her own kind of way. So they might not, they might not act like they want to do it, but somewhere down inside they're like, yeah, this makes sense.
Mm. So you can tell what you were doing not only affected them temporarily, but it also made a deep impression upon them, because you can see them now, years past, still following behind that. That's amazing, and that's impactful. Now, how many spaces do you have available First, if for those who are new to the show, please tell them again the name of the program, who you're servicing, the costs that are around it, and how you guys are impacting the city of Baltimore.
So we technically speaking, we are open. I'll put it like that. For those who are 4 to 12 years old, and they're looking for something for their kids to do this summer, the doors are open. We we like to put a number on things, but we don't put numbers on our youth because we don't know who God wants to send. So we are open to that. Um, but we do have, technically speaking, about 8 slots left to be at our capacity of what we want to have. We also are opening up other options because in Baltimore, summer school and things like that are Monday through Thursday, which means that on Friday, working parents have to figure out what to do with their kids. So we are looking at options to be open for those who are at a half a day program and also those who are out on Friday. So we are definitely open to reaching the community however we can. Our current prices are is $25 per day or $100 a week. And again, that's so that we can accommodate those who need something for their babies to do on those half a days and those out of school days.
Mm. First of all, let me say this, baby. I wish I was located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because I'm gonna tell you some kids that would be there. Okay, one, two, and 3. Mm-hmm. One, two, and 3. Actually, take that back. Julian will be there too. Girl, 4, 4, 4. Mm-hmm.
And you
My
still counting.
16, yeah, my 16-year-old will be there working in some type of capacity.
We
Had
do
a
have youth
12-year old
works.
there. Had an 8-year-old there, and that 4-year-old grandbaby. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Yep, we do have youth works, which are youth between the ages of 14 to 24 technically. Our
Mm-hmm.
youth works program runs between the ages of 14 and 21. So when you're 21, 22, 23, 24, we have
Mm-hmm.
options to work at our camp for a stipend. And those who are 4 or 3.5 and will be 4, we also have openings for 3.5-year-olds as well. But they have to go to the bathroom on their own.
I know that's right, because that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Whole other thing. Mm-mm. I'm not mad at it. Mm-mm. And so, how long have you been running this program? Again, just refresh the viewers.
Forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen.
Girl said
And
my
this
whole
is real
life
life.
long, my whole life.
Yes. My babies are 22 and I started when they were 3. So when I initially started, it was funny because I started with family in my backyard and I had about 20 something kids. So to cut down on the discrepancies, I only allowed families to come and I signed up for the Baltimore City child care program. So when they came out to do an inspection, she was like, if you didn't tell me, I would not believe that all of these were your family. But they really were. And when in Baltimore, you can have as many kids at your house as long as they're family. So you don't have to have a child care license or certification. And we've been doing it ever since because I wasn't putting my kids in camp because I had 5. I couldn't afford it. But I found a way to make it work for other people.
Mm. That's that black ingenuity. I ain't mad at you. That's a mama on a mission. Said we gonna make it work. I like it. I like it. I like
Eh,
it. And so, as a result of your stick to itiveness, I mean, because that's a lot of years in. What gives you the fight to keep on going, Trivia? Because I'm sure, just like we were talking about before, every business goes through cycles, and we have phases when it's up and when it's down. What have been some lessons that you've learned through both your up moments and the moments where you fell down?
In both my up and down moments, one of the things that kept me going was having the mindset that if even if they couldn't pay um what we asked them for. I mean, we went from $10 a week to $100 a week. And my daughter reminded me 7 years ago, she was like, we could tell you wasn't a part of this. They charged they did a 4 week camp and it was $100 a week. And they always tell me, well, you always overdoing it. You have 7 and 8 weeks of camp. So, but my driving force is being able to give back. And now over the last couple of months, seeing these 20, 24, 26 year olds who have gone through our programs, now having their own children, now becoming adults and looking at them and saying, hey, we invested in these kids. It's just rewarding. And like I said, even during the good times and the bad times, the days where I just wanted to throw in the towel, I knew that it was a purpose. And to be honest, and I'm going to be real honest, I think one of the biggest challenges for over 20 years has been the fact that a lot of our inner city parents cannot afford to pay. So you're going to get more of let's do it anyway because they can't afford to pay.
Mm. So because they can't afford to pay, and you're saying let's do it anyway, even though they can't afford to pay, I'm sure that leaves you with a tremendous financial responsibility. And so again, that's where sponsors and people who want to be a donor can also help to be able to underwrite some of those costs. How can people give back to an organization that's given to so many people who are impacted by, so many various outcomes in Maryland, whether it's incarceration, and then having those funds be impacted, not having the monies in the home to be able to afford quality care? How can people support you, Trivia?
So one of the ways is to visit our website. I just put up on the screen www.b2gconnections.com. And there are ways to volunteer by speaking to our youth workers. You can pray. Praying is huge. Um, Financial donations you can give on our website. And if you have any in-kind donations, whether it's arts and craft supplies, snacks that you can order through Amazon. We have an Amazon wish list. Anything that you can do to support, we open it and we welcome it because that's less that we have to spend from our already no budget.
Mm, I love that. I love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are many ways in which you can contribute to this organization that's impacting children and families in the city of Baltimore. So, whether that's in kind donations, they're taking financial donations, spiritual covering, praying, so many various avenues. But again, we know that there also are physical or temporal costs. So please make sure that you donate to this amazing organization. And the information is rolling on your screen below. So please make sure that you guys support this phenomenal organization and all that it's doing. So before we get ready to get out of there, I do want you to share some news about this upcoming event that you have going on in September, the Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network Community Banquet. So give us at least some of the information, even if you can't give us all of the details. I know you can't tell us everything, but just give us a little bit of what's going on with this upcoming event in September, Trivia, and how people can support.
Okay, so let me backtrack really quickly. You don't
Mhm.
have to be in Baltimore to support the summer camp. If you have a business, if you have life skills that you want to present to our youth, um, if you have a gift that you want to present to our youth, we have online opportunities for volunteers. So if you go to the www.b2gconnections.com website, you can sign up to volunteer to be a speaker, whether you talk to them about
I
resume and
did.
job, like college and career readiness, absolutely. Um, Hard and soft skills of living, and employment. If you want to talk about healthy living, there are so many opportunities for you to give back to the youth in Baltimore, and you don't even have to live in Baltimore. All right, so really quickly in the last couple of minutes that I do have on your show. On September the 23rd in Baltimore, it's going down. We will be having our third annual Community Awards Banquet. This year, we will be celebrating youth, youth. We will also be doing some special recognitions for our radio hosts for 2022 and 2023. Um, but look out in the next couple days for the ballots, the forms to sign up youth who are who you believe will fit that bill. They have to be either in Baltimore or able to get to the awards celebration in order to win. And there will be some financial scholarships. We call them book awards, but you don't have to use it for a book award. If you are a youth, you can use it for anything that your heart desires. But we want to bless 3 youth with scholarships, and we also want to recognize youth for doing the work in the community.
I love it. I love it. So for it's about children, about but also recognizing those in the community, people who are connected to the station. You guys are just always thinking of different ways to be able to give back to the community. And again, trivia, without the care and concern and all the different programs that you have to provide support, a lot of people wouldn't have platforms or access to a lot of very essential um, information, efforts, opportunities, all of these things. And so by connecting for employment, by providing a space for youth and individuals to grow and to learn, by providing a space for people to be able to give back and provide impact, you really are just touching everything on the gamut. So again, trivia, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like that's going to be our time for today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to my show. I want to thank our producer and marketing manager for T.R.I.V.I's Inspirational Radio Network, Raven LaPre, for joining us on our first half. And I also want to thank the phenomenal Dr. Trivia Payne herself, Miss CEO and business owner, 10 times plus best-selling author and all the various other titles that you wear. I want to thank you. And I also want to thank Jacqueline for all her feedback and comments that she made to make this show so amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys having a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday, guys.